So Elon Musk is creating this technology called Neuralink, and basically what that is this mechanism that it's injected into your head, and that pretty much connects your brain to like the internet or something like that. The way he described it was it enhances human cognitive abilities to a point where robots cannot be smarter than you. It's the difference between someone having a phone in their hand and someone not having the phone in their hand. Because imagine you ask a regular person like a question they could look up on the internet without a phone, and then someone with a phone. Like that would be the difference with someone with this technology and someone without it.
But how would that eliminate the production of robots?
Well,
if humans are still capable of working, companies are going to have to pay the humans. Robots are a one-time investment, and they'll last you for years, man.
Man, I really don't know.
There's so many different shits going on in the world right now, man. You got to stay up to date, people.
Fusing human intelligence that he will be backing a new brain-computer interface venture, Neuralink. The ultimate goal of this company is to merge man with machine, fusing human intelligence with artificial intelligence to bring humanity up to a higher level of cognitive reasoning. Without this technology, Musk argues that humans will be unable to keep pace with advances in artificial intelligence, and that humans will become the intellectual equivalent of the house cat. This is not good, man. This is not good.
Man,
this sounds expensive. Who's going to have access to this? People with money. Who is going to remain on top? No. People with money.
That's what you think, man. I feel like everyone's going to have this.
Man, Teslas aren't everywhere.
They're Tesla, man.
They're pretty up there, though.
That's the thing. When I first saw smartphones going around, I didn't think that everyone was going to have them either. Like touchscreens and all that, being able to like communicate with someone through video cameras, like...
It's cheap technology, though. This is not cheap technology.
Not at first, but it's going to become
like this
cheap
shit,
technology.
How much does it cost to make an iPhone? Any phone. It's cheap, man. Even the processors used for phones are cheap. They're going to insert this in your mind.
Yeah.
That sounds... I don't know, man. To be able to get that, the price low...
I really feel like people are going to have access to this in 15 years.
15?
15. Everyone's going to have this.
I don't know, man.
I really don't think
it's like Andrew Yang, he says that these trucks are going to replace...
It's because, listen...
In 6 years.
This is the thing, man.
6 years.
Let me tell you something, man. This technology, this time in our existence, technology is right now growing at an exponential rate. Meaning that although it seems like very advanced to us now, the rate at which we're creating technology is exponential. So it's not like...
What technology, though?
All this technology, like
being applied
self-automation,
to the
AI, this cognitive enhancer, everything, all of these technologies are exponential, man. Like, if you take, for example, what the technologies that we had from the 12th century all the way to the 17th century, it's like there's very little technological development. But from the 20th century all the way to where we are now, it's like we had this boom in technology, and we're only getting faster at creating this advanced technology.
All this shit is going on behind the scenes, but what technologies of these are out in the real world? The only shit I could think of is the fucking self-driving Tesla.
It's like, you remember when you went to Target for the first time when they put in those self-checkout zones?
Yeah.
That was from one day to the next. It was like one day they were there and then one day they weren't. It wasn't like they started constructing this and it took a year or whatever. It was like, boom, like that, 1 week to the next.
But that saves Target a lot of money, man.
It's like
Walmart saves a lot of money.
10 years ago. Imagine a phone from 10 years ago and a phone from now. Like, there's a huge difference, a huge leap in just 10 years.
Wait, so what are the benefits that humans are going to be able to experience from this Neuralink shit?
Well, like I said, I think what it is you're going to be connected to the World Wide Web through this thing. And so basically the technology that an AI is going to be capable of having, like Google searching and all that, we're also going to have it. We're going to be combining man and machine. That's what Elon Musk said himself.
But what benefits will this have, like, for the economy or for anything overall?
It's just gonna deter AI from replacing humans, because otherwise we don't have a fail-safe. We don't have anything that's gonna stop AI from actually being better than us.
But if you need robots to empty containers and then you have a person over here that has access to the internet, who are you going to take over who? Like, you're going to want the fucking robot over the person you're going to have to pay more. Probably even more because they have this in their brain.
I'm thinking that the person that has this in their brain isn't going to be working in a warehouse.
You're saying it's going to be public though. You even made the comparison to a smartphone, how it's everywhere. You're saying that this is gonna be everywhere.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna have it.
Yeah. Maybe there's
Even
gonna
the
be a
comment-
select few that don't or can't
The
afford it.
poor people that
Yeah.
can't afford it. That's what I'm saying.
Bro, but the really, really broke people, like I think people like me and you are gonna be able to afford it. I don't think
they
it's
don't
gonna
have an
be that-
estimate of like how much this is gonna
No,
be.
man, it's barely being announced.
Man, I don't know. Because when you give me a time span, that's what trips me out. Like 15 years, I'm like, fuck.
I really don't think it's gonna take that long, man. 15
I don't
years
know.
is.
That shit trips me out, man.
I'm telling you, it's exponential, man. Technology right now, it's moving so fast. Like I don't understand why people are underestimating this.
But the thing is, why are companies like Ford, companies like Volkswagen, they're still producing? Their main sellers are cars that still consume gas and shit like that. Like, why haven't we moved towards this electric movement? You know, that's basically better for everybody. Everybody saves
We
money.
are, man. It's a new technology. Like, dude, 5 years ago, if you thought electric car, you wouldn't think, dude, the best cars in the world. You'd think Prius or whatever.
When was the Prius made?
I don't know, back like 2007. I'd say 2007. Let me see.
Shit's so ugly, man. They saved the earth, man. Get yourself a Prius.
1997. Never mind. I was way off.
That's bad. That's a long time, man.
It was subsequently introduced in 2000, though. The thing is that in today's time, like electric cars are they're outcompeting the muscle cars now. They're outcompeting the cars with actual engines. Oh, that's another thing about these semi trucks. They're not gonna have engines, so they're not gonna have transmissions. They're not gonna have all the parts that a basic engine has. They're not gonna have all these other things that people have to worry about, like if they break down. They're just gonna have electric motors. And like the Roadster that's coming out in 2020, that car that's developed by Tesla goes 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds. That's faster than a Lamborghini.
That's not enough to get most people to buy it, though.
What do you mean?
People are just connected to that car. Like Joe Rogan was even saying that a lot of his friends were talking shit to him when he bought his Tesla. They're like, "Oh, you're a bitch, you know? You're buying you're driving around
That's
an
gonna
electric
change,
car."
man. That's gonna change.
I don't know, man.
I went to go see Tesla cars yesterday, and when I was impressed, man. They have really nice interiors.
How long has Tesla been like making cars?
Man, let me see. How long has Tesla been around or been making cars? 15 years. Making cars. Man, 15 years, man. I'm telling you.
The thing is that Toyota could make a fucking Prius go the same speed as a Tesla, but I don't know what holds them back or if they have patents for certain technologies, you know?
Yeah. But the thing is, they weren't able to do it.
I don't know why they didn't do it. Toyota has a fucking supercar, man. And
They don't
it's
have
fully
Elon Musk,
electric.
man. They don't have Elon Musk. He's the brain.
I don't know, man. I don't know Elon Musk. I don't know who he is, man. He's an alien.
Man, the thing is that like what you're saying is that you're not gonna be willing to give up muscle cars because you want that engine, you want the sound.
No, I'll give
or
it up.
Then what are you saying then?
I'll give it up, but there's a lot of people that won't.
They
Not
love-
everybody thinks logically and rationally. They'll be like, "Oh, I'm so used to driving around a muscle car or a car that consumes gas, petroleum, shit like that. Diesel, man, fuck, those cars are fucked up." But it's just a tradition. You grow an attachment to these cars, and it's gonna be a long time before you just see electric cars being driven around. You know, a long time.
I would say 20 years.
Nah, man.
20 years, everyone's gonna have electric cars.
I don't know.
I don't think it's gonna take that long, man. I think that other car companies they're gonna start like getting on this thing too.
What are we gonna do with all these cars?
I don't know.
Where are they gonna go?
They're probably gonna be around. I'm not saying they're not gonna be around, but I'm thinking that most
The
of
majority are gonna be electric.
Yeah.
On the streets.
yeah,
If the prices come down, maybe.
they probably will, man. It's cheaper to make.
We don't know, man. We could only just hope for the best, you know.
Man, I'm thinking that this technology is gonna take over, man. We were born in a very, very, very tricky time.
Yeah, man. Everything's changing. Everything's progressing. It's just crazy.
Like the fact that you can even like how do you connect to the internet with your brain? Like that is something that I don't understand.
The thing is that we're the only generation that's really experiencing this because we were born 1998. You know,
Yeah.
we still had a childhood without iPads and shit.
Yeah.
But then when we were teenagers, we had phones. Like we